It just hit me, but I'm actually very close to deploying the first version. Very bad one, very incomplete one. But the first version, it's been really difficult to try to think through all the versions, trying to build it bottom up. Um, and a lot of time, extra time, I think, has been spent on trying to make something immediately good instead of just getting something in. Which, I mean, I did at some point, but the architecture just wasn't working out like 5 times because Rust. But right now, I'm actually. I am actually very close to the first iteration, so uh, damn, it took a long time. But here I am currently. I am going to be fully a quant very soon, because like before that I've been having like little algorithms here and there, implementations, some collaborations for people, but I wouldn't say I was a quant or any good at quant trading. I was fully a manual trader um, up until not now, but very soon, because I think the first iteration actually come in. Okay, I'm afraid to name any timelines, but very soon. If nothing goes horribly wrong, and if you just push for implementation of the immediately useful, most useful things, uh, and then it will also help pick up the momentum because I, for all my talk about how this is the most important thing I can be doing and how I'm ready to sacrifice everything. I don't think I'm able to work for much longer without seeing immediate reinforcement or any immediate effect of the work. Um, I mean, I could, but the efficiency is much lower, and at this point, I'm not sure how to fix that. Um, so the easier solution is to just change the environment and start the reinforcement cycle going, and reach a plus I can finally do. And I actually didn't realize like up until now, but this is going to be soon. Anyways, I'm incredibly excited. Um, I'm just going to push for it. Obviously, in the moment, there are some like interruptions with Union and so on, but I'll try to keep that the minimum organized as much as possible and save every minute of my day push for getting this into production, and then have much faster feedback cycle, which may be one of the things that would also speed up the further development, hopefully. And the second thing, obviously, I will immediately see what's working, what's not. Obviously, having it in the production, doing things much better than trying to figure out everything bottom up and so on. Never do bottom up. If I learned anything from this period is that you never go bottom up. It's just verbality. Like unless you know exactly what you're doing, um, you don't know design systems bottom up, know systems bottom up. Unless the thing is obvious, you know exactly how it's going to turn out. You have seen it. Maybe not by doing it yourself, but like reading books or whatever. But you have to have exact understanding of all parts um, of the eventual whole to attempt building bottom up. Otherwise, you just get something that's working, and you go from there. And it's going to be clunky. You'll need to refactor again and again and again and again. But that's better than not being able to arrive to result, see what's happening, and have any sort of feedback in any reasonable time horizons. It just never works out. Never works out. When you start top down, you can build good systems. You can build bad systems. When you start bottom up, you don't get to the point where you have anything. So started down, worked it down, and again, it's not about having something that works, makes money, whatever. It's just about learning skills. Because at this point I have how much do I have? I have like 2,583, 4 something days until approximate end of neuroplasticity, meaning that it's going to be much more difficult to learn, and practice going to be with a fixed, if not skill set, then kind of capacities. And that's it. After that, you can optimize for making money, optimize for whatever, learn small skills here and there, but you can never master anything after that point. Not how humans build, because it's actually very similar to when you train any neural network on anything, you have alpha parameter, which you continuously tone down so as to compensate for growing data size. Okay, there's a famous Kermit Bandit problem. So you have 10 machines with lever and random payoff from them. The casino things how called the doesn't matter. You pull a lever and it gives you like from 1 to 10, but you don't know what it gives, and it has rather a probability from 0 to 1 of giving you, I don't know, 1 whatever, right? But you don't know what the probability is. And say you have 100 steps and how you get the maximum value. Always is going to be balanced between exploration and exploitation. And there are like other formulas how going about it, but the idea is that the longer you go, the more certain you are, right? And so it's very similar in the natural environment, and so the older humans are, but just kind of freezes any learning, any adjustments, because you kind of got to this point, you've taken information, you've processed it, and it's unlikely that deviations from there will be beneficial. That's one. And then two, that the learning actually happens by means of removing connections. So no new connections are added. It's very rarely that they are. Most often you have connections which are severed, and they will never grow back again. And up until about 25, the connections are severed in your brain to optimize for the skills you're doing. So up until something like 16 approximately, you learn skills, and then past that you sever extra connections to optimize them, and then you never get them back. And then if you do something not important during these years, you will optimize for that, and then you will have capped limit in whatever endeavor you go after that. And it's not impossible to kind of turn your life around to do whatever, but you will never be able to compete with people who got into this in a perfect position. So you will be able to get to 1 in 1,000, 1 in 2,000, but never 1 in 30,000. Because at this point you have to assume that all the circumstances were right. People at that level were able to sacrifice absolutely everything to optimize for the single goal. Anyways, where am I? Hopefully I'm honing the exact right skills, because no matter what happens, even if we get overtaken by AI or overlords or whatever, the understanding of mathematics, understanding of programming principles It's going to be fundamental skills no matter what, and you really can't go wrong with them. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing the exact right thing in my circumstances, and I just need to put all the pressure on it and get this into production, get the iterations up, get this going. So yeah,